Okay, I'm back again. Peace reigns just about, apart from look at those puppies running around the shelter. We've had another delivery of kennels, which is what I wanted to share with you. We've frantically been painting before the heavens open and the deluge starts, so we've got the individual kennels up here as well now. And George's table, the boxer's out, having his bit of playtime. So here are the individual kennels. And you will notice the one with a very big door. That's Astro's kennel. As I said before, Astro has one leg. The boxer unfortunately has two legs and is taking a bit of a shine to my leg, aren't you? Again, you're a little monkey. Come here. Don't you try and jump on my leg, you. George has been fixing this fence here because it needed some extra work doing to it, so that's all done, and we've started moving some stones in. There we go. So this is where Astro's going, the one with the only one front leg. Started putting the stones in from the old wall, which we can put along the edge. Astro, because he's only got one leg, surprisingly enough, he's not a great digger, but he's a big dog and he pushes his head under the fence, so that's why we need the stones. And the heavens are still looking absolutely miserable. We've had a little bit of rain, but we managed to get the varnishing done. It dries really quickly because there's quite a breeze and it's still quite warm despite the fact it's raining. So we've managed to get the varnishing done and most of these are drying out pretty well now. So it's just a matter of getting the fencing finalised and then we can move the dogs, which is really good news. We've been to see Zico today, the one who had his injury to his neck caused. He's doing very well at the vets. He seems to be a bit of a favourite of the vet, Michael. So, and he's really nice. He's wagging his tail at us. We took him out of his crate so that he could have a play around, and his dressing was taken off, and that seems to be healing quite well, although it's going to be a long job. He's going to be in there for, as I say, a good couple of weeks. So if anybody is in a position to assist with a vet's bill, I think that one's going to be a big one. You can see that all of these pens are now clear of the olive branches that were on the floor. So we're not a million miles away now. We were desperate to get Astro moved tomorrow, but I think we might be struggling because we haven't quite finished this bit of fencing and it does need securing with his big head, otherwise they'll be out underneath it. And he doesn't like other dogs. He's absolutely fine with George. He's one of those dogs that can be a bit funny. He was the only one that George was worried about me interacting with. But we got there. He was wagging his tail at me this morning and I can pet him now. But he isn't the friendliest boy with other dogs, certainly. And he's a very, very untrustworthy with people. Certainly George is very careful with him. So there we go. Like I say, we've got a couple of weeks of rain forecast in Crete, which is not good. George is quite worried about the road up to the shelter and being able to get in, and already, despite the fact we've only had it rained last night and it rained again this morning, and the road is already quite slippery. So I've said to George, I personally think even if we don't have all of the money in the fundraiser that we need, that he needs to go and start looking for a car, and we need to start making some plans even to borrow it if we don't raise all of the money that we need, because that road, you just can't afford to get stuck and not be able to get to the dogs. Anyway, there's a bit of olive grove requiring clearing here. You can see over the back there as well, just where they've been clipped down, and where the trees were hitting the fencing coming in on the road. Now then, Mr. Boxer, I've actually suffered an indignity today, which I'll share with you. I was in one of the pens clearing the muck, as you do, and all of a sudden I felt this sort of warmth on my leg and looked down, and one of the dogs, who I might just go and find him and introduce him for his shame, was peeing up my leg. I think, well, wearing shorts has obviously got its advantages because you don't do it to my bare leg, but I'm wearing jeans today because it's a little bit cooler. I think for once, clothing-wise, George and I are on the same page with what's a good idea. And where is he? This black one here is in the same is the guilty party. Yes, you need wag your tail at me, you monkey. So this is the one that wet up my leg. Shamed for everybody to see, aren't you? Hey? Not that my jeans don't need to go in the wash every day as soon as I get in, but yeah, there we go. Not good at all. So George has just finished watering them, and we're just about finished off for the night now. The kennel's looking really good. We've got the table as well, which is nice because there's nowhere to sit up here apart from that, and that's got the poo bucket on it at the moment, so not a good plan. So there we go. I think the Boxer's thinking he's going to come with us tonight. Hey, are you going to go to George's house, Boxer? Are you? Yeah, there's a good boy. You're a nice dog, aren't you? Despite your failings with my leg. They all like to come out for a little bit of a run around. It's sort of like playtime for them. Just a little bit of individual one-to-one time playing in the enclosure, so it's really nice for them. Mavros was running around with Lucky earlier on, and they were having a great time. So we've got to get all of this kit back in the back of the car, and the poop, which goes in the dumpster. And everybody's looking because they know it's about time we were going to go, isn't it? Hey? Here's Bellas. A lot of people think Bellas is a girl, but it actually means trouble, and he's a boy. Aren't you, Bellas? And there's Diaz, who's in charge of everybody. And Stella. Stella's had her picture taken for adoption, so we're hoping that somebody might see her and take a shine to her. She's an absolutely beautiful dog. Really good girl. And then we've got our puppies. A new one over there, Sam. Oh, do you want to be in the picture as well? There's a good dog. There's Robin at the back. There's the puppies playing. Oh. Now then, Laura, what are you up to? Laura's a little troublemaker, aren't you? Hey? Laura's a little troublemaker. And then the new ones at the back there, well, newer ones. Those two are the two that were rescued out of the 4 that we found when we got the call from the farmer. And George, look at those around Diaz. He's very tolerant, bless him. Okay, so as I say, I think we're finished up for the night just about. George is giving the box of salami, he's licking his lips. We've got salami because we need to medicate the dogs, that's why he's waiting for me. I better get a wriggle on. We need to medicate the dogs with some tablets, the ones that have leash. And so that's Shep, Mavros. The boxer there has leash. And who else? There's a couple of others. So we give them salami. Well, George gives them salami because I don't do the medication. He puts it in, and I give it to Shep, but he does the others. So that's why the boxer's all excited, because the salami's come out and he's obviously, from the licking of his lips, had a little bit of it. You had a treat? You're looking for more, aren't you? Right, I'm going to go and help George catch Shep and Mavros because they're still having their injections, although Mavros has only got one more, I think George said, to go. So we better get on and do that before it starts to rain, because I think any minute now we're going to get the deluge. So thankfully we got the kennels finished just in time, just in the nick of time. So right, I will leave it at that for the day. Hope everybody has a good evening or morning, depending where you are in the world. It's coming up to sort of late afternoon in Crete now. There we go.